Hi everybody, it's Talia here. I'm just working through my one little word album. I thought I would give you a flip through as I finished off a few things. So I started the year with this picture of myself, and finally I ended up using this picture that I had taken quite a few months before, because every picture I tried to take at the beginning of the year just didn't work. So then I did a bit of a mixed media piece for Womanhood on the back. And then I've got these title cards that I've made for the start of each month. And so I just go through. I will link you to the blog post that I have where I go through pictures and everything in more detail for this one. And then we get to February. So February was a more difficult month because I had a miscarriage, and I wanted to document that because my word was, yeah, that'd be right, womanhood, and miscarriages are a more unfortunate part of womanhood. So I just didn't want to include this picture. That does not seem right. Ugh. Oh well, that'll do. Let's see if this picture fits in. I had this picture that I printed, which was like, you know, something I put some things on, some brief thoughts about miscarriage and healing and whatnot, and so I'm just going to put that in there. It's not like so secret, I just didn't want it to be a main part, and if, you know, who knows who might look through this. So, and it's just, I don't really care if other people see it. I just didn't think it was such a nice obvious thing to have there. I've got a lot of words for my like summary of the month that I've been doing. And then this is my, what do you call it? Mood board. So it's very big. I tried to make it as small as possible, and I just failed at that really miserably. So it's like 4 double-sided pages. And it folds up like that, which is cool. It's a bit fragile, so got to be careful with that one. Then straight into March, and this was where we did a task every day, and I chose to meditate every day, and I'm actually pretty happy with this. So like I crossed these days out because this was the 1st, so this was the 31st. But yeah, I think I had a pretty good run with that. Excuse me, runny nose. Keep going with my, you know, artistic sort of monthly cards, and need to fit something in here. What could I put? I think I mostly just want filler cards that bring a bit of colour. This is a nice, this is from an Amy Tangerine paper pack. It's the same paper pack, I think, that like this paper and this paper is from, so it does fit in nicely. And originally when I started this project, I'd put together a whole bunch of papers and embellishments that I want to use, and when we moved house they all got muddled in with the other things, so I don't have that anymore. These were in April. We had to ask ourselves some questions, have them up around the house to ask ourselves them frequently, and then write our responses to them on the back. So these are my questions, or things that I'm saying. Womanhood does not equal motherhood. How are they different today? How do I know who do I know who does womanhood well? How can I trust my womanly intuition more? And why do I want to embrace my womanhood? I decided to do this question, womanhood does not equal motherhood, because I found that I was mixing those two up a lot in my reflections and my thinking. So I just wanted to be intentional to think through this and what were the differences. I chose this one because who do I know who does womanhood well? I chose to do this one because I find that for myself, I tend to have a lot of pride and a lot of sort of thinking that I'm really good at stuff, which I suppose everyone must do, right? And so I just wanted to like force myself, I guess, to step out of that and to really, you know, be grateful for some other people who also did things really well and who I could learn from. So I just want to put this washi down. I'm going to cut off what's better, to have the start of the word shine bright, because how to cut that off, or shine bright, or half of each. I'm going to go half of each. What would you do? This is a pretty big question. I think. Shine bright, you can tell. There you go. That was a good choice. So put that in. You can see I have not written anything on the back yet, and that's because I totally dropped the ball with my One Little Life project, and I got really far behind, and so it's July now and I'm only just catching up actually. So I feel like I need more time to mull over these questions. I only wrote them and decided on them, you know, a few days ago. So just going to also add a bit more colour to the bottom of this, and that can actually flip up. Just to, you know, make it a little bit more interesting. Put something in there. Anyway, my answers will go on the back here. And then we come to May. I'm going to leave the video there and continue on with part 2 in the video next week, because this one's just getting a little bit too long. But I hope you like it, and definitely let me know if you are doing one little word. 2, I would love to know what your word was for the year and how you're going with the project. See ya.